Are you using data to help guide people to time the market? This is a big miss in real estate for a lot of agents. I'll explain next. So if you get some value out of this or you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. And if you're looking for this kind of guidance in your business and need to get with the right organization, click on the link below and we can connect with you to talk about how we coach our agents like this every single day. A lot of real estate agents, they say things that have no factual basis. They make stuff up. It drives me insane. And we see it happen all the time. You see people say things like, wait until after the Super Bowl to list your home, or you may want to wait until the grass is green. These are these anecdotal statements that don't have any basis on fact. And a lot of people treat their business that way. They believe something and they don't fact check it. You know what that's called? Guessing. And I don't like to guess with people's largest financial assets, or at least one of them. And one of the most common questions you're getting right now is, how do I time the market? When should I list my home? What should I do? And there's a real easy way to answer this. Pull up the data. I'm going to share some charts here. Nick's going to show them to you. They're for all the different counties that we have and we service in the greater Philadelphia area. That's not the point. This is right in the MLS. And it shows you a month-by-month trend of how many homes get listed, how many homes go under contract, and how many close. And you can see days on market, inventory accumulation. This is called educating your clients with data. This is the thing a lot of agents don't do. And it's helped me win high-end listings, any type of listing. We have an agent on our team that was having this exact conversation about how they should time the market with a listing. Meanwhile, these people just bought a new home, and she pulled up the information for their township, the local municipality, and said, hey, here's what happened last year in December. Here's what's going on right now. And they looked at the data and said, great, looks like homes are selling. Let's get it on the market now because we don't want to carry two homes. Now, that particular person had a need. They didn't want to have a double mortgage payment. There was some carrying cost involved. And you always want to go with the client's needs first. What you don't want to do is say dumb stuff like list after the Super Bowl with no factual basis. Using these types of charts and informing people with data and market reports is a win. So where I used this in a competitive listing situation just about 1 year ago, we were in the same time of year. It was right around Thanksgiving, getting into December. Everyone's thinking about the holidays. And this was a competitive listing. I was interviewing against 3 other agents. And the question was, when should we hit the market? And I'm a big believer in having a very thorough, yet succinct and clear market analysis in a listing appointment where you're comparing the home to others. Bigger, smaller, larger, better. You want to use superlatives there. And the timing question came up. So rather than guess the timing, what I did was I printed out the same report that I'm showing you guys here for the local municipality. And the takeaway for the home seller, and I did it for 2 years. I didn't just want to use 1 year. I wanted to show them the trend in the timing of this. And the home seller said, wow, it looks like in the month of January and February, there's homes selling, but there's a lot less listings. And then when the month of March hits, all of a sudden the listings jump up pretty substantially. We want to get out there a little sooner to try to capture the market. So I didn't have to give some advice or give a recommendation. I showed the data and educated the client, and the client made a decision that was right for them. And we got a record sale price for this property. Already gotten multiple referrals from this client, new listings in the works, and it's a game-changing listing for our business and for my career and for the area we're trying to market in. But I used data to educate. I didn't use these things that people say all the time because they've been saying that for the last 20 years. That's not how you win in the market. So this kind of chart, I'd imagine it's available in your MLS. Use it. And then you want to use some scripting around this. And the scripting is going to be pretty similar. There is a cost of waiting. So you're going to get the question from buyers and from sellers right now, hey, should we do something now or should we wait? Because the conversations are changing from, should I make a real estate decision, to where's the cranberry sauce? Who's making the gravy? Where are the rutabagas? Probably no one eats rutabagas here. My grandmother did. And that's what's going to happen in a couple weeks. Then you're going to be talking about Christmas gifts and holiday parties and all this other stuff. But the question is, should I wait or do something now? And you want to remove the emotion and the speculation by using these charts. Hey, totally fair question. Nobody has a crystal ball here, so let's do the only rational thing. Let's look at the data and let's compare the cost of acting now versus the cost of waiting. Now, for a seller, that's really what we're talking about here. First, what outcome matters to you the most? It could be we need to get the home sold as quickly as possible. That's going to change your conversation. It could be, hey, we want to maximize the price. That's going to change the recommendation that you give. So you want to clarify their goals and their outcome. That's number one. Then, once they tell you that, confirm your value. So, hey, do you believe working with me increases your odds of getting the outcome that you want? And then they say yes, because you've already hopefully given a presentation at this point and everything else. And then present the options. That's all we're doing here. Hey, we could get the home on the market now. We know that historically last year we saw a little less sales than we'll see in January, February, March, whatever the data tells you. Use the data to guide your recommendation. So we could do this now, or we could pause, get the home ready, and come out guns blazing maybe the second week of January to take advantage of that new year. I want to go buy a home. I want to get into the market sort of mindset a lot of people have. Which one of those is going to be easier for you? Which one feels smarter for you? All you're doing is presenting options in a way that makes sense. You want to present the options, ask them what they think, but don't say, what do you think? Which one's going to be easier? Which one's going to be smarter? They're thinking a little differently when you ask that question, and then you're going to be able to guide them. And you may get the question that comes up, and this is where the scripting is really important. Well, Tom, what do you think? What should we do? Hey, so here's what I know. And here's what I know is such a powerful line because it deals in facts. Hey, so here's what I know. We're going to see inventory rise. Based on this data here, it looks like there's a big spike in March. I'm using the charts that we're sharing with you. So we may want to get out there a little sooner so we can beat some of the competition, because the best time for you to be on the market is when your neighbors aren't. And then you're dealing in facts. You're showing data. You're giving a clear recommendation. Which path is going to be easier for you? You want to continually put the decision on the seller because they are the decision makers here. Show the data and stop guessing. It's very simple. Use these charts. Use the script. And you're going to get people looking at you as the knowledge broker and the agent of choice, and you're going to get more listings when the first quarter rolls around.